This person saw you yesterday, and soon you will get hospitalized because of. Archangel Michael says, there is a stirring in the unseen world, and the shadow of yesterday has left a trace upon your life. Someone crossed your path, someone whose eyes carried more than casual curiosity. Their gaze was not innocent, it was filled with an intention that has now tied itself to your body and your future. The encounter seemed small, almost unnoticeable in the flow of your day. But their presence was not random, it was calculated, heavy with silent purpose. What they carried with them has been transferred into your space, and now it waits, unseen but potent, pushing you toward a place you never imagined, hospitalization. You may not even recall their face clearly, only the uneasy feeling that lingered when they were near. That sensation was not paranoia, it was your spirit whispering a warning. Something was set in motion the very moment they saw you, and it will unfold with consequences you cannot yet see. Archangel Michael says, this is not ordinary. This is a weaving of hidden forces, a thread of darkness stitched into the fabric of your life. And if you do not act with wisdom and awareness, you will soon find yourself in a bed not of comfort, but of sickness, surrounded by walls that echo with hospital silence. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They carried a burden in their heart, and instead of healing it, they released it upon you. Their envy, their bitterness, their unspoken grudge turned into a poison that moved invisibly. What they could not say to you with words, they said with the energy of their presence. The air shifted when they looked at you, though you thought nothing of it at the time. That shift was not harmless, it was the first ripple of a storm moving closer. Within that storm lies the reason your body will begin to falter, the reason you may soon need the aid of doctors and healers. Their shadow follows you even now, clinging like an echo that refuses to fade. The illness forming is not purely of flesh, it is born of what they carried and left with you. This is why the message has reached you today, so that you may see before it fully takes hold. Archangel Michael says, the chains of unseen sickness can be broken, but only if the warning is embraced, not ignored. For the one who saw you yesterday did not come with light, they came with a dark imprint, and that imprint is what has begun its work against you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your strength has always been your shield, but now you will feel it weakening without reason. Rest will no longer restore you, and familiar comforts will feel unfamiliar. This is the silent hand of what was placed upon you, draining your energy with each passing moment. You may notice sudden aches, a heaviness in your chest, or moments where your body feels unsteady. These are not random, they are signals, signs that something foreign has attached itself. The path it leads to is not small, it is one that drags toward hospitalization if left unchecked. The person who saw you knew exactly what they were doing. They masked themselves behind casualness, but their spirit was already decided. They wanted to leave something with you, and in their twisted satisfaction, they succeeded. You must not fear, but you must be alert. Their eyes sought to break what you are building, and their intention sought to turn your health into chaos. This is why you are being told now, so you can prepare, so you can shield yourself. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The room you sleep in may already hold the residue of their presence. Objects you touched after seeing them may now feel heavier, though you cannot explain why. Even the air around you has shifted, as though silence itself is watching. They believed their act would go unnoticed, that you would only discover it once sickness forced you into weakness. But this message comes to unmask their plan before it ripens fully. You are not abandoned, for heaven reveals this danger ahead of time. Archangel Michael says, the sickness you are meant to suffer is not natural, it is forced. It is the work of unseen manipulation tied to yesterday's encounter. And though their scheme is subtle, it is not stronger than the shield being prepared for you now. The hospital bed they imagine for you is not your destiny, unless you surrender to silence. You are given this revelation to fight, to resist, to cleanse. That is why the words are being poured here and now. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The person's presence still lingers around you like an invisible chain. Their eyes were not just watching, they were injecting a heaviness into your path. That heaviness is the reason you feel your body slowly shifting into weakness. You might dismiss the sudden changes as coincidence, but they are not. Each wave of fatigue, each unexplained pain, is the unfolding of what was placed upon you. Their shadow is alive, feeding on your silence. The hours that follow are not empty, they are ticking toward something. What you do between now and then matters more than you realize. Ignoring this will allow their plan to fully manifest, and the hospital they imagined for you will become real. This is why your spirit feels restless, why sleep cannot hold you deeply anymore. It is a warning disguised as discomfort, a push from heaven to make you notice. Their touch on your destiny can still be broken before it cements itself. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There is no ordinary reason for what is unfolding in your body right now. A natural sickness would have been gentle in its approach, but this is sharp, sudden, and strangely unexplainable. It doesn't follow the rhythm of nature, it follows the rhythm of someone's envy. When they saw you yesterday, their smile was shallow, their words empty. But their spirit was screaming with resentment, and it attached itself to you like smoke you could not see. That smoke has no intention of leaving on its own. Their hope was simple, to see you suffer, to watch your light dim under the weight of illness. They believed the hospital would be the place where your strength is broken. They wanted you surrounded by weakness, surrounded by pity. But the message is here to tell you differently. You were never meant to sink under their weight. The same gaze they used to curse you will be turned against them when truth unfolds. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The energy you carried before yesterday was pure, bright, and unshaken. But now you feel it slipping like sand through your hands, and you wonder why. This is not weakness of will, it is the residue of their encounter. Their silent attack is designed to creep slowly, so you don't notice until it's too late. They don't want you to connect the dots between yesterday and the changes in your body. But the connection is real, and it is what will lead you to the hospital if left unchecked. Archangel Michael says, you are not defenseless. Heaven never allows darkness to touch without giving light a louder voice. This message is that louder voice, piercing through the silence they thought would cover their act. The bed they imagined for you will remain empty, if you rise with awareness and claim back your space. You are not a victim of their bitterness, you are the chosen one being warned in time. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They underestimated the shield around you. They thought one look was enough to shatter your destiny. But what they didn't know is that heaven already marked you for protection. Your body may feel frail in this moment, but your spirit has been alerted. Every ache is not just a sign of weakness, it is a signal that your shield is ready to rise. Darkness cannot win when it is exposed. The person who saw you yesterday has no idea their plan has already been revealed. They will continue to smile, thinking you are unaware. But the more they hide, the more heaven speaks louder. This exposure is your weapon. Awareness is your cure. And divine strength is your true medicine before any hospital bed can hold you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The heaviness inside your body is not random, it is the residue of their silent attack. They stood close enough to leave something behind, a mark that followed you home. That mark is the reason you feel drained even in moments that should be calm. The hours since yesterday have carried a strange weight. You may notice your chest tighten, or your thoughts become clouded for no reason. These are not natural symptoms, they are the strings tied to you by that encounter. The hospital looms as a possibility only if you ignore these signs. Their wish is to see you broken, surrounded by machines instead of freedom. They thought your body would give in before you understood. But the light in you refuses to fall without a fight. This warning is proof that heaven still walks beside you, alerting you before darkness can claim victory. You are not helpless, you are being prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They may not realize that their own hands will soon feel the same weight they left on you. The curse they planted does not rest forever in one place. It has a way of circling back to its source. You are being asked to stay strong because what was meant to break you will not succeed. The hospital they imagined is not your permanent reality. Instead, it becomes their reflection, their punishment. Archangel Michael says, "Your strength is not ordinary, it is chosen." That is why darkness targeted you in the first place. But chosen ones are never left to fall without notice. The shadow of yesterday cannot erase the light of your destiny. You will walk forward, but they will stumble under the weight of their own bitterness. This is the shift already beginning in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 333. When you wake in the night and feel a presence, do not be surprised. It is the echo of what they left behind, still trying to anchor itself in your space. But your awareness weakens its hold. Every breath you take now becomes a statement of defiance. Each step forward is proof that their plan has been interrupted. Your body may tremble, but your spirit refuses to bow. The illness they intended for you is beginning to crumble. It cannot fully attach itself because this message is breaking its chain. The hospital bed they pictured is losing its power. They will soon realize that what they tried to place on you is slipping from their grasp. And in that realization, fear will grip them, for their secret will not stay hidden forever. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The encounter yesterday was not chance, it was arranged. They came into your path because they saw your rising, your progress, your glow. And their heart could not bear to see it. Instead of celebrating you, they chose to strike you. Their strike was not physical, it was spiritual, quiet, and cruel. Yet heaven saw it all, and nothing escapes the eyes of light. You are being lifted even as their curse tries to pull you down. What they left on you is being burned away piece by piece. Soon they will watch in disbelief as you stand unharmed. Archangel Michael says, your destiny is too strong for them to cancel. Their envy has only exposed their weakness. You are rising beyond their reach. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your body is the battlefield where their intention tried to land. But every moment you are still breathing, moving, and standing is proof of resistance. You are stronger than the trap laid against you. They thought weakness would consume you quickly. But the opposite has begun, your awareness has now given you armor. Their silent curse cannot thrive in the light of exposure. The hospital they wanted for you is already fading from the horizon. Each step you take now moves you away from their plan. They underestimated how quickly heaven would intervene. The fear you carry is not permanent, it is only the echo of their desire. Once the echo fades, all that remains is your strength untouched. And their bitterness will turn back toward them. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They linger in their own shadows, thinking no one knows their role. But their spirit betrays them, and heaven has written their act in the open book of truth. Their secret cannot hide forever. Every sickness they wished upon you is shaping itself into their reflection. They will feel the very pain they intended for you. The weight they left behind will sit on their own shoulders. Archangel Michael says, heaven's justice does not delay. The one who saw you yesterday will soon face the reality of their own intentions. Their plan collapses even as they still smile at you. This is why you are receiving this word now, to prepare, to stand, to know. The message is your shield, sharper than their envy, stronger than their plan. You are not alone in this. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The night hours may still feel heavy for you. But remember, that heaviness is only proof of what is being broken off. Darkness trembles when it realizes it cannot finish its work. They will watch you rise with more light than before. And that rise will burn their eyes, for it proves that their curse failed. You will not only stand, you will shine brighter. Your destiny does not bend at the will of those who envy. It bends only toward the hand of heaven guiding it. No shadow can rewrite what has already been written for you. Their attempt to weaken you has already become a testimony of strength. The story that began with a curse will end with your victory. This is the truth now unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The air is shifting, and you will feel it. Where once there was pressure, now you will sense release. Where once there was fear, now you will see clarity. They may try again, but they will fail again. For heaven has already placed a guard over your life. No shadow is strong enough to overpower what is divinely protected. The hospital walls they pictured for you will not see your face. Instead, those walls will become their own mirror of regret. What they wished upon you, they will meet themselves. Archangel Michael says, your name carries light, and that light cannot be stolen. Their envy was a weapon, but it has now backfired. You remain the chosen one. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The one who saw you yesterday thought they left unnoticed. But heaven records everything, even what passes in silence. Their shadow has already betrayed them. They may smile in front of you, pretending innocence. But inside their heart, a storm of envy still burns. That storm has been the fuel for their actions against you. The sickness they plan to place in your body has lost its grip. The hospital they imagined for you is not your final destination. Your strength is returning with every moment you recognize the truth. This warning is not to scare you, it is to prepare you. Awareness is the key that unlocks your shield. And with it, their plan collapses. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Your path is not fragile. It was built on strength that goes deeper than their eyes can see. That strength is the reason their darkness cannot hold. They wanted you to stumble, to collapse, to be carried by others into weakness. But instead, you are walking forward with more certainty. Their defeat is being written as your victory. The day they saw you was the day they signed their own exposure. The curse they left behind will not destroy you, it will expose them. Their secret will soon come into the open. Archangel Michael says, your destiny is not negotiable. It cannot be bought, stolen, or erased. It belongs to you and only you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You may still feel the chills in your space. That is the residue of their presence trying to linger. But it cannot stay when you stand in awareness. Their bitterness cannot outlast your resilience. Their curse cannot outlive your shield. Every step forward weakens what they tried to place on you. They believed silence would be your downfall. They believed ignorance would allow their plan to thrive. But you have been awakened, and awakening is your weapon. The hospital bed they pictured remains empty. Their wish has failed, and your body is returning to its rightful strength. You are not the one who will fall. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Their face may appear calm, but inside, they know the truth. They know their attempt has been interrupted. And soon, fear will begin to eat at them. You were not meant to be the victim of their envy. You were meant to rise higher, even through their attack. That rise will leave them speechless. The shadow of yesterday has already begun to fade. What remains now is your light, stronger than before. Their bitterness has lost its power. Archangel Michael says, this chapter will end in your favor. Their act against you has become the stone on which they stumble. You remain untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The hours after their gaze have not been ordinary. You may have noticed the sudden heaviness, the restless sleep, or the sharp tension in your chest. These are the signs of what they tried to leave behind. They thought the hospital would be your final picture, a place where your strength would wither away. But their vision was false, because you are not meant to end there. Their curse is already breaking. The walls of silence they built around their act are starting to crumble. What was done in secret is already being spoken in the open. The truth always has a way of finding light. Every ache in your body is not a sign of weakness, but a reminder that heaven revealed this to you in time. You are being warned so you can rise, not so you can fall. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They will soon realize that their plan has not succeeded. The curse that was meant for you is slipping out of their hands. And what returns to them will be greater than what they wished for you. The envy they carried has become their own chain. It will not move you, but it will bind them. Their bitterness will weigh on them until they break under it. Archangel Michael says, you were never created to live in the shadow of others. Your destiny is your own, carved by heaven itself. No one can rewrite what has been sealed. The person who saw you yesterday is powerless against the shield that surrounds you now. Their attempt is over, their plan is revealed, and their fate is sealed by their own hands. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You may notice the atmosphere shifting as you read this. That is because awareness drives away darkness. Each word is stripping their curse of its strength. The hospital walls they wanted for you will not know your name. Instead, your life will continue forward, untouched, unbroken. Their desire has been turned into their defeat. They will watch from a distance as you grow stronger. They will wonder why their plan did not succeed. And that wonder will become fear when the truth is revealed. The curse they placed is no longer yours to carry. It is dissolving, leaving only your light, your health, and your rising future intact. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They tried to strike you in secret, but heaven always exposes what is hidden. No act of envy remains buried forever. Their shadow is already under judgment. Your body will not collapse, because strength has been restored. The weakness you felt was temporary, only a trace of what they attempted. It cannot last. The sickness they designed for you has already reversed. Their bitterness has turned against them, and the curse is breaking apart. You are free. Archangel Michael says, the chosen cannot be destroyed by envy. You are marked with light that no shadow can erase. You will live, not fall. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The path of darkness they tried to weave is collapsing under its own weight. They believed your silence would be their cover, but silence has turned into exposure. Their shadow can no longer hide. Your strength is returning, piece by piece. What felt heavy yesterday is beginning to lift. What felt like fear is turning into clarity. They will soon know that their gaze was not enough to destroy you. Instead, it has awakened you to a deeper power within. You are no longer blind to their schemes. The hospital bed they pictured for you will never hold your body. Instead, your life will continue moving forward with resilience. Their plan has failed. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They sit in their bitterness, wondering why nothing is going as they hoped. Their envy has backfired, and their own health will soon feel the weight of what they sent out. The curse returns home. Your space is being cleansed as you read this. The unseen heaviness is dissolving, leaving you lighter, freer, and stronger than before. The chains they set are broken. Archangel Michael says, no curse can hold against divine protection. What was meant for harm is turning into testimony. You will rise higher than before. Their act has exposed their true heart. And the exposure will soon be their undoing. Their secret will not remain hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The signs around you are shifting. You may feel sudden calm where once there was tension. That calm is proof that heaven has stepped into the battle for you. They thought they were clever, but they underestimated divine timing. The warning came before their plan reached full strength. That timing has saved you. Your destiny is not in their control. It belongs only to you, guarded by light. Nothing they do can erase it. The shadow of yesterday is already retreating. You are walking into freedom, stronger and more untouchable than before. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Their eyes carried envy, but yours now carry awareness. Awareness is a shield no curse can penetrate. With it, you cannot be touched. They will regret standing against you. Their act was their downfall, not yours. The weight they left will return to them tenfold. The hospital walls they wanted for you will soon be theirs to face. They cannot escape the consequence of their own intentions. What they wished is circling back. Archangel Michael says, you are free. You are shielded. You are chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The shadow of their envy cannot outlast the fire of your destiny. What they planned for harm is unraveling even as you stand. Their silence has turned into weakness. You may still feel the memory of their gaze, but it has lost its sting. It no longer has power to chain your body. You are walking free from what they left. Their curse has no anchor because it was never stronger than your light. You were born to withstand storms, and this one is already passing. The hospital they imagined will never see your name. The strength inside you is not just physical, it is spiritual. That strength is why you were warned, why you were chosen, why you are still standing. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They will soon watch as you rise above what they intended. Their bitterness cannot stop your elevation. Their envy cannot block your path. The pain they tried to design for you will not last. Instead, it is turning into proof of your resilience. Every ache becomes a testimony of survival. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven always speaks before darkness completes its plan." The warning is your victory, and your awareness is your weapon. You are not the one who will fall. Their secret is dissolving. Their shadow is breaking. Their plan is finished. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The hospital room they envisioned is not for you. It is the mirror of their own intentions, waiting to reflect back upon them. You will not enter it. Your health is being restored in silence. What they tried to plant has been uprooted. The soil of your life cannot hold their poison. Every step you take forward is a declaration that their plan has failed. You are moving with strength they cannot touch. Your journey continues unbroken. The curse is broken, and the shield around you is shining brighter. Their eyes will soon see the truth of their failure. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They thought yesterday's encounter would mark your downfall. But instead, it has marked theirs. They sealed their fate when they turned envy into action. You remain untouched, rising higher than their imagination. The light around you is unshakable, and their bitterness burns them instead. Their loss has already begun. The sickness they planned for you has no place to grow. The seed has died before it could sprout. The soil of your life rejects it completely. Archangel Michael says, "You were never theirs to harm." Your destiny is wrapped in light that no shadow can pierce. You are untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 777.